Common Good Bakery, handcrafted on purpose, 14th Street, Traverse City.
Welcome to Trojan TV. I'm Olivia.
And I'm Emma.
For today's show, we'll be looking at ways that students can get hands-on with their learning. We'll be looking at pottery, information on Tech Central, and finally, a story in the app TikTok.
Without further ado, let's get right into this week's episode with more on the very hands-on activity of pottery. Jasmine and Justin have more on this story.
Pottery is one of the most popular electives at East. We caught up with Mrs. Dungeon to learn more about this art form.
Pottery is actually, it's an interesting thing because this class maybe should be called ceramics, because ceramics are the things that we create all different shapes. Pottery is actually creating pots out of ceramics, but ceramics are things that you make out of clay and then you harden them in a kiln to a rock hard state.
I chose to do pottery because it sounded like a lot of fun, and in elementary school we did a lot with pottery.
They're all in different projects right now. Some people are finishing up a project that we did called coil pots, where you roll out long ropes of clay. It's kind of one of the earlier styles of pottery that was ever invented. You roll out long ropes of clay and then you create a coil with them in order to create the pot shape, and that's really fun. Some people are still working on that. Other people have had theirs fired and they are glazing them. And now we're working on a really exciting project that we're going forward with that students are looking into the elements of architecture and either creating small houses out of clay. They use the slab method for creating the houses, where we roll out sections of clay and then they've measured the different parts of their home. Some people are making bakeries, some people are making churches or schools, and so they're creating livable structures in small form out of clay.
It's hard to get the hang of sculpting. It's interesting because you fail a lot and you have to learn from your mistakes.
Oh, there's so many things I love about teaching this class, but I think one of my very favorite things is the fact that students all can access this. People are at different levels of skills, but everybody seems to love what they're doing, and it kind of puts them in a really relaxed, like everybody seems to really enjoy it state.
This has been Justin and Jasmine reporting for Trojan TV.
This story was brought to you by the NMC Children's Choir. Auditions held each year in June and September.
A parent picnic is coming up Tuesday during all lunches. Bring your parents for a great luncheon with hot dogs, beans, corn on the cob, and many other delicious foods. The deadline for turning in the Japanese exchange application is today. Next week, applicants will be called down for interviews. Thursday, yearbooks are coming your way, and there will be a one-day sale on Friday during all lunches as well. You must have your ID to receive your book, so be sure to plan ahead. Books are $40 and cash or checks made out to TCAPs will be accepted. June 14th is our last day of school. It's a half day. 8th grade parents are welcome to line the hallways to wish students farewell. Tech Central has been amazing all year fixing our computers. It is a great activity to get hands-on and be creative. We caught up with Brady, Connor, and Travis to find out what's going on inside Tech Central.
Student Tech is a program here at East where students help their peers by repairing laptops, while also teaching themselves hard work and problem solving along the way.
I applied for this class because I had an open spot, and it just sounded interesting, and it really paid off. I like how you working with your hands, and there's a lot of problem solving involved, and it's kind of, a lot of the time you're on your own, but you can still ask questions if you need to.
It sounded really fun and interesting, and I always liked building and taking apart stuff and working with my hands.
Most of the time, they will have easy repairs like internet problems, but sometimes they will have unusual difficulties come in.
Fixing problems that are really weird, or working on a problem and then having to send it back to Lenovo, like a computer being run over by a snowmobile.
Sometimes there'll be problems where it's really hard to find the solution, and there's like a lot of different things that could be wrong.
Mrs. McDougall, the advisor of Student Tech, explains how students in this class can gain experience in customer service.
It affects their peers because student techs can, like I said, get hands-on experience with customer service. We train them on what it means to be to deliver good customer service, something that's going to make the customer, so to speak, want to come back to us.
It gives you a lot of experience in customer service and like interacting with customers, which is you need that a lot in later desk jobs.
This has been Brady, Connor, and Travis reporting for Trojan TV.
This episode of Trojan TV was brought to you by Shorts of Bel Air, your destination restaurant in the heart of Antrim County.
8th graders, listen up. Here are a bunch of fun events coming your way. Cheer tryouts for fall 2019 start Monday, June 3rd, and run through the 5th from 4:15 to 6:15 in the Central High School small gym. Contact Coach Baker at the email on the screen for more information. Friday is a day all about 8th grade. A field day is planned for 1 p.m. There is going to be lots of fun activities, including volleyball, sumo wrestling, bounce house, kickball, and an obstacle course. Then later that evening is the spring celebration from 7 to 9 p.m. You can dance, hang out with your friends, and eat some food. Clothing is semi-formal and tickets are on sale for $5 or $10 at the door. Hurry up and get yours soon. You don't want to miss it. The app TikTok is used by many students. People enjoy making music videos and absolutely love the app. We caught up with Ivy and Samantha to learn more.
What are you guys doing?
We're TikToking.
TikTok is a rising trend, which is basically a media app for creating and sharing short videos while lip-syncing to funny memes and songs across social media platforms. You may have heard of an app called Musical.ly. Well, TikTok basically took its place in late 2018.
We believe that TikTok has many dangers, but if you play your cards right, the app can be a fun experience and a way to spread positivity throughout social media.
So we're just going to cover like some big topics on
About TikTok, yeah.
So like one thing is like the inappropriate and dangerous like things
Content.
about it.
There's a lot.
So when you're like, you can look through the For You page and you can find like inappropriate things on there because whoever's on the For You page, they have a public account so anyone can see it, even if you have like a private account, I guess you could say. So like, yeah, it's like dangerous on the For You page.
Yeah.
Nothing is like
Monitored
censored or whatever.
So anything can be posted on it, and when you like don't have a TikTok account, even if you don't sign up, when you first go on the app, you can still access the For You page. So like if you're a little kid and you don't know that your account's public, like some random person could be watching you, even if they don't even have an account.
So another topic is like meeting people on the app. So like there's like this thing called like TikTok boyfriend and girlfriend. So basically you're just like dating throughout TikTok though. And then there's this thing called IBFs, and that is where you have internet best friends, but you're like friends, and it could be like there's like good and bad about it because it could be dangerous because you could be catfishing someone about it, but it could be good because you're coming across new people.
A lot of times people will comment on other people's posts like IBFs ?
Or you're so pretty or something like that to like get compliments, but it could be someone that's like not even your age, but they're your age.
Yeah.
So another thing is live streaming.
So live streaming, when it was Musical.ly, it used to be called Lively, and now the thing that they just made on TikTok is that you have to have 1,000 or more fans to do it. But also, if you're a public account, literally anybody can join. So like that can be kind of dangerous, you know?
Yeah.
You have to be careful.
And then when it was Musical.ly, it used to be like really serious, and like everyone like actually didn't like take it as a joke. Like they would do serious sounds or whatever.
Yeah.
And now it's just like become a joke, and like everyone just like jokes about it basically.
People used to make like sad videos, and now it's like memes and stuff. But I kind of like it better.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
Funny. And stuff like that. So.
Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoyed. Come back next time for another exclusive episode of Trendy Talks. This has been Sammy and Ivy reporting for Trojan TV.
This episode of Trojan TV was brought to you by Plascon Group, making your life easier through flexible packaging solutions.
Thanks for watching this episode of Trojan TV.
You can follow all of our social media at EastDMC. Be sure to check out our website, the link, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Trojan TV East, for more awesome stories.
We're leaving you off with a 60-second story from our 6th grade students about Abby Fanasteel. Have a great weekend, Trojans. Bye.
This episode of Trojan TV was brought to you by Traverse City Products Incorporated, your one-stop shop for structural and decorative metal needs.
I've been performing in plays since I was a really young girl in my living room, but my formal debut on stage was when I was 8. I was in Shrek the Musical. I played Pig Number 2 in Sault Ste. Marie. My mom definitely saw like that I would probably like being on stage and performing in front of people, and so she said that she wanted to sign me up for a play. I really love how like you can express yourself through singing and acting, and how you like how there's no right and wrong really.
I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come.
So it was pretty nerve-wracking because it's so different performing in front of an audience of strangers compared to performing in front of all of your friends and people that you know. A lot of people think that singing and acting is about like putting on a mask and like pretending to be someone else, but I actually think that it's about like taking off that mask and showing an audience like your true self and your true personality and passions.